It is my pleasure to announce the winner, Eddie George, Ohio State.
Eddie George, juking. Second down and 10, they hand it off to George.
We mentioned Eddie George winning the Heisman, won a lot more than that in 1995, also captured the Walter Camp and Maxwell Awards, both of which also go to the nation's best player. He's one of 6 Big Ten players ever to pull off that triple. He'll be the 5th to make the Hall of Fame, and Ron Dayne obviously does not figure to be too far behind. Eddie George joins us now. Eddie, congratulations on this honor. It obviously does not come as a huge shock. I mean, you're the kind of player who had Hall of Fame written all over him. That being said, though, what did it feel like when you got the news that you had made it?
Well, I was shocked that it was so soon. I thought I would, have at least 10 more years before I would hear about me going into the College Football Hall of Fame. The timing of it was certainly a shock to me, but I was speechless. I was elated when I got the news. It definitely shifted the course of my day. Went from me being on the golf course shooting a horrible score to one that I enjoyed the back 9, didn't care where the ball was going. I got the news, but certainly it brought back so many memories for me, and immediately I thought about all my teammates that I played with. When I came in as a freshman in 1992, Kirk Herbstreit was our quarterback. Raymond Harris, Robert Smith, they were there, and they really set a standard of how to prepare and how to play at Ohio State. And I just took that on once they left and really put my own thumbprint on it by working out twice a day and really challenging our teammates, Mike Vrabel, myself, Orlando Pace, Sean Springs, to really take it to a new level of competition every day in practice and in conditioning. I mean, just the level that we competed against each other just made our games easy. And I just have to say that I hold them responsible for making me the player that I was, because we all compete at a high level every day at practice.
Eddie, you've mentioned in the past that Archie Griffin was a great resource for you when you were at Ohio State. What were some of the things that he shared with you to help you develop into a great player?
Funny story, my junior year, once I was given the chance to start at Ohio State, he was at practice and he was standing behind where we were playing, where we were having our drills, and he was looking, and he saw that I missed a hole, so he pulled me to the side and said, I'm not trying to be funny, but do you need contacts? and lo and behold, I needed contacts. I couldn't see at that particular time, but Archie is like the great-grandfather. I consider him Yoda, and because he's just blessed with so much with wisdom, but he's a humble man. A friend that I consider a true friend that I still talk to and get advice from. And he's been instrumental in my career, just really encouraging me, especially after a hard start my freshman year after fumbling twice to Illinois in my freshman and sophomore years, and to bounce back from that. He was very instrumental in my return to prominence.
Well, Eddie, you got back at Illinois later on in your senior year, so you made up for those fumbles. But what I want to talk to you about a little bit, Eddie, and you mentioned this earlier about your work ethic coming in, about having those 2-a-days, about conditioning. That really wasn't accepted by a lot of the guys on the team at that time, and some people may have resented that because you worked so hard. What really kept you going in that direction, and was there an influence off the field that also kept you grounded?
Well, you know what? At that particular time, I didn't care what anybody thought. Either they got on board or if they didn't. If they resented the fact that I was working hard, they didn't appreciate it, then they didn't have to come. But the guys that stepped up, I was out for a goal, and I kept that goal in mind, not only for myself but for the team. I felt as though we had a nucleus that we could be a dominant football team, and that we had to outwork everybody on our schedule. The year prior to that, 1994, we were embarrassed at State College 63-14. I never forgot that. So I was going to make sure that I crossed every T and dotted every I at any cost. And that was my attitude. I was going to set the standard for working hard because, you know, in college, you know about Howard, that we only have 4 years to get it done, to really put your thumbprint on college football. And that's such a small window to get it done. And I felt as though I needed to put all my being, all of my energy that I had at that particular time into my craft, and it led me to this.
Eddie, I would think it's fair to say that plan worked out fairly well. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
On all your accomplishments, obviously, and on this latest one as well. Eddie George, Hall of Famer, thanks.
Thank you very much.